Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Model Car Guy Rich here. Today I have an unboxing of the AMT Ertl 1968 Ford Shelby GT 500 125 scale. This is kit number 6541. Came out in 1990 and I bought it on clearance from Meijer for $4, guys. Originally it was priced at $8.49. I picked it up for $4 back in, well, probably 1996 according to this sticker here. So here we go. This is still wrapped, right, sealed from the factory. Peeling it away, there was a little tear in the plastic, so I'm going to go ahead and use that to my advantage and pull this thing off. First time seeing daylight in over 30 years, right? Or just about 30 years, I guess. And it's one of my favorite cars. The fastback Mustangs of that era. First gen. There we go. Put that there. And then we have nice pure white molded in plastic. The bag is kind of funky. I don't know exactly what's going on there. I'll go ahead and just cut her open. Try not to damage any of the parts. Looked like they heated it up to seal it and then folded it over too quickly and it sealed itself to itself. There we go. Now we got some room in there. Nice. Start off with the body, which is decent thickness. Love that shape though. That is just a classic design. Got a big old X in the middle there. It's got to be cut out before we paint it, you know. Molded in windshield wipers. It says Shelby across the front there. That's cool. And also on the rear part of the spoiler. Excuse me, guys. Very nice. A little bit of flashing. No big deal. Clean it up. The inside has got some extra plastic. Let's see if I can find this. If you listen, I don't know if the camera's picking up, listen. Right there, big chunk of like extra plastic oozed out of the inside of the mold, I think. It won't affect the build at all, but you know, you might want to sand that down a little bit if yours has that. I guess I just got lucky on mine. This one's nice and smooth, but yeah, this side has got a little bit of a little flaw in it, we'll call it. But it doesn't seem to affect the outside at all, which is good. So we'll scuff that up a little bit and thin it down a little bit just so there's no interference with like the inner fender wells and that when the time comes. Alright. We have the interior tub. Minimal detail, but it is there. Now there must be a separate there must be a separate back to the back seat because it's not in there. Decent detail there. This looks like injection molding pins right here, right there and there. Little witness marks from those. Oh yeah, because they're here also and in the front, in there and down there. So minimal detail. Spend some time, a couple hours maybe, picking out those parts, and they have a nice looking interior. Here's a hood that has the giant scoop on there. Maybe it's just built in, but then it's got the openings, and then the a cutout if you wanted to cut it out and make a different style hood. Some flashing around the hinges there. Steering wheel. A couple of coolant lines. Radiator core support with the radiator built right in. The rear tail panel. And then we have the chassis with a couple of tires attached, or wheel backings, I'm sorry. Minimal detail on the chassis. But that's good because that means all the other parts are going to be put on there. So that's kind of nice. Here are the other two wheel backings. And then I'm assuming that's a spare tire cover. Maybe that mounts in the trunk. I'm not sure on that. I'll have to look that up later on. Here is the backs of the front seats molded into the console, so you don't have any choice on where you're going to set your, well, let me see how to say that. You'll be able to set these in at a certain distance, but they're both going to be equal to each other because they're molded right to the console. Here's the engine. GT500. I'm not sure what engine that would have been. Let's see. It just says drag engine with dual quad carbs. You can build the drag version. Let's see, on the box here it says, oh, 428. 390 horsepower, 428 is the engine. So, that's good. Here's the fuel, fan belt and pulleys, oil pan, the heads for the engine, water pump and timing chain front cover, another little fan belt and pulleys with the front of alternator, distributor, 5-bladed fan, battery, exhaust manifolds, intake manifold, and a coolant line. And we have the rear end and what appears to be a block of plastic. Number 58. We gotta remember to look that one up, guys. It's just a little blob of plastic with a bump on the end. This looks like, well, they both look like starters, but I think these are the kingpins for the front wheels. That's interesting. Another blob of plastic on this side. Number 58 also. Alright. So front suspension parts. Shock tower tops for under the hood. Exhaust. Drive shaft and 2 halves of the rear end. Remember part 58, guys. Yell it out to me if I miss it. Here is a firewall with a decent amount of detail on there. And be able to paint up that real nice. This looks like a roll pan for the rear end also, so maybe that other one was for the front. These are, I believe, exhaust halves. Oh, no, you know what these are? These are the scoops right here. These, can you see the box? Yeah, these are the scoops that go up on the C-pillars there. And these, I believe, are the other 2 little scoops that go along the quarter panel right there. You have this one here, and then this one down here. And then the dashboard, which is decent. There you go. I'm pretty sure that focused in on it. We have front seat. 2 front seats, stock, and then 2 like racing versions. This is the rear of the back seat. And this is the little piece I think that goes back here because the back seat folded down in this particular vehicle. Here's some exhaust pipes. And this is the lower front valance that goes right there. On camera, it looks like I'm right up underneath it, but I'm actually about 8 inches away from the box. That's funny. It's this piece down here. And then we have the console cover right there. Right here. 2 of these, don't know what they are. 30 and 31. Let's make sure we look them up when we get in there. And another piece of the rear trunk area. And this looks like armrest. Yep. And a little sway bar. Almost forgot that word altogether. Alright, and we have glass. Very nice, very clean. Again, it has a little split in there. That's interesting. Some of the other kits have had that lately. Wow, we got a whole bunch of wheels, guys. Tires. Let's see here. I have 6 tires. I have 2 slicks for the rear, which are Goodyears. They're solid. A little on the stiff side, but you know, scuff them up and make it look sharp. Or you can put them in your parts bin and use them for another model. Then we have Polyglass. Another good years also with these goofy things in the middle. Even as a kid, I couldn't stand these little things here, having to cut them out. I was always worried about cutting the tire off. These are hollow tires, a little bit softer than the previous slicks there. These look sharp on there. Okay, 4 of those. And we have chrome tree, 2 chrome trees in one bag. It's two chrome trees in one. Yeah. Here's the first half, which is engine parts. We have big old valve covers there, chrome oil pan, air cleaners for the carburetors, 2 little spindle things. I'm not sure what those are. 504. I'll try to remember to look those up. Here's the dual quad setup. And this is I'm not sure. That could be the front of the engine and part of the mount. And the engine, what do you call those things? Engine, oh my gosh. The bracket that attaches the motor to the chassis. What is that called? An engine mount, right? I'm drawing a blank here, sorry. Your carburetors, distributor, smaller valve covers, shifter. Motor mount, that's the word. I couldn't think of that. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Yeah, it's fun getting old. Oh boy. Alrighty. Here's the front grille and some nice looking wheels. Nice options for wheels, air cleaner, different wheels that are more of the GT500 style wheels. Interior gauges, air cleaner, another set of valve covers, that's interesting, chrome heads, rear bumper, and I think these are lights, little fuel tank it looks like. Here's the headlights are chrome, and 2 more of these little like bullet light looking things. These, I think these go on the rear. These are, there's no part number on them. Isn't that interesting? Alright, well, let's get into the instructions. Alright, we got 1 metal axle in the box, folks. Here. One of these deals again, the Ertl Blueprinter card from the 90s. Here are the very basic decal sheet that I bet was white at one time, is now yellowed from the box tannins, the tannic acid in the box. Some sponsor decals. Show 090 Michigan plate, and some graphics that were popular in the 90s. I love model cars. Alright, then the instructions. Yeah, it's funny, I've already forgotten the number I'm supposed to be looking up. If you can remember it, just shout it out to the TV, and I'm sure the television gods will put that energy out and I'll remember it. So here is write-up on the Shelby Mustang. That's cool. Talk about Carroll Shelby and designing it, yada yada. Pretty cool. Competing with GM apparently. GM's popular Corvette, yep, competitor. Tips on modeling, which I haven't read yet. I said in the other video I was going to read it, but I literally recorded that video minutes before I did this one, so I haven't had time to sit and do that yet. So here, very detailed instructions on this one, guys. Here we have engine assembly, and they give you all kinds of nice verbiage on what you should cement and not cement. That's cool. Here's interior assembly for 2A. Then we have 1B and 2B. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is the stock version, and then B is the custom version. Alright, that's very cool. Let's see, yep, there was the seat back for the rear. Alright, valve covers. Here's the aluminum auxiliary instrument panel for the custom version. That's what that stuff was. Me, I'm going to build mine stock when I get the time to do it. Oh, okay. So, part 31 were exhaust dumps. See there? Just seeing, looking at it made me realize that's one of the items I was looking for. And then roll bar parts for custom drag interior. Wow, guys, you get a stock custom and drag version on this kit here. Well, that's cool. I didn't realize that. Three ways you could build this kit. 3 variations. Oh, those little blocks. That's what I wanted to see. The little block with the little nib on them. Here's the kingpins. That's not that. Nothing there. Oh, here they are. Those little blocks. They're calling them shackles. Now, back in the day, shackles were 2 pieces per rear leaf spring, and they'd hook up on one on each side and then go to the mounts on the frame. But here they're just little blobs of plastic. So for the custom and drag version, if you want, you put your shackles in there, folks. Here, more tire assembly depending on the different wheels you're going with. And then we have the one of those things I thought was a cover for the console is the overhead console that goes up on your headliner. Ceiling console, they call it. That's very cool. I didn't catch that. Very nice. Here's your vents, your brake scoop, and your interior vent. Alright. And then final assembly. And if you want to do the crazy decals, you do that. If not, you can just do the standard ones like that. Well, there you go, folks. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Oh, here it even says 3-in-1. See there? Alright. Well, that is the 1990 AMT Ertl 125 scale 1968 Ford Shelby GT500. Hope you enjoyed that one. Thanks for stopping by. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you'd like. And we'll see you on the next one. Model Car Guy Rich out. Keep on modeling.